Hi everybody! This week I will be doing a week in my life, a full-time internship. Since school starts next week, this is my last week at my internship full-time, but I'm still working during the school as a student assistant. Alarm goes off at 7:20, telling me I need to basically leave within the next 2 minutes to get there on time. And I did just a super simple look today, just like a dress with a cardigan. Typically I try and dress a little bit nice or do my hair or makeup, but I just really don't have time today, so honestly I look like this a lot. So I will update y'all throughout the day, different stuff with the internship that I do, whenever I can find time to record. Oh, and I didn't even say my freaking internship. I am a design student assistant for my university, and I assist with the campus planning section of campus, and we help plan and implement renovation and some ground up projects throughout the whole campus except for dining and student housing, which is under a different category. Way late at night now, but I figured I would film a little explanation because I don't think some of the stuff I recorded made a lot of sense. Like, an overview of what I did today is I start at 7:30 every morning. Normally, each day it kind of ranges, but I'll have anywhere from 1 to maybe 4 maximum meetings. I'll have meetings with my team, my PM, project manager that I work with, or this other project manager that I work with, vendors, maybe presentations, stuff like that. Monday, normally we have a team meeting, figure out what we need to do, what wasn't completed last week. Today was one of those days where it was kind of low key. I was able to finish, I think, most every task that I had, but obviously I couldn't record a lot of it because I signed an NDA, so can't disclose projects and stuff that I'm working on, but it's all stuff for the university and I can't show exactly what I do, but I can talk about it, like scope overviews and meeting with the client and making sure we're doing exactly what they want. Today we're trying to figure out this carpet tile that is in one of our buildings. So I had a carpet vendor come meet me out on site, and she brought a couple samples and we figured out which carpet it was. Thank God, because I've been trying to figure out this freaking carpet for 2 weeks. It's stuff like that, which might not sound too fast paced, but I had plenty to do. I could just say that. I have lunch 12 to 1 and then I get off at 5. So I hope that made sense. Hopefully Paige in the future editing this made sense of that. But it is just after 11. I'm gonna go to sleep. Today was a successful day at work, and tomorrow will be as well. Wait, it's Wednesday. Theo literally will ignore me in the morning until... Oh my god. Thank you. Okay. Yesterday was so busy that obviously I didn't get a chance to film anything. So I'm just gonna talk to y'all while I get ready for today. It's Thursday. Yesterday, basically, as soon as I got to work, we had stuff to do. I was working on so many emails and stuff at my desk, and then I had to leave early for freshman orientation thingy to present. So I was trying to make sure I got all my work done. I mean, I was only leaving 30 minutes early. So we found out that one of our projects is taking off and we need to plan it ASAP. So, and in order to start it, the field verifications are when you go and you measure a room. The studio is not free today, so we had to do it by end of day yesterday. So we put everything on hold, canceled our other meetings and stuff, and then we got it done. Because, fun fact, if you are working on educational university campuses, more than likely they have an OSMP department where you have to make sure you're giving adequate space to the person according to their title. So, for example, a dean's office is only allowed to have 160 square feet of space, stuff like that. So we have to get a majority of our projects approval through that department. I'm still getting acquainted, but I'm pretty sure that has to happen before our budget gets approved. In interior design, you just learn to always be busy, because in school you learn it's all about time management, and work obviously is about time management, but in a different way, because with school you're taught that you just have 1 or 2 checks before you turn in your final version. With work, you get checked every freaking day, making sure you're doing the right thing, because it's real life, and if you make a mistake, you have to fix that ASAP, basically. But it's good. It's great. I still know I'm in the correct career path. Sometimes it's just a little stressful. Today, at my internship, I think we have a baby shower. Was going to check my calendar before I started recording, but obviously I didn't because I'm confused. I can just talk about my job a little bit. I work on campus as a student design assistant. As a student, you are able to work 40 hours on breaks, like spring break, winter break, and summer break. But you can never do overtime. It's like a government thing. And during school, you are allowed to work 20 hours. So that is my plan, to work 20 hours, or 19 and a half, because our class schedule is very intense. And y'all will see that, because next week I'm doing a week in my life as an interior design student, and I really want to make this channel more interior design centered, because I've realized that there aren't a lot of people that do it as students, and I found 3 videos on it last night. Typically for interior design students, you have to get an internship to graduate. Most people get internships after their junior year, at least at UNT, because you have to know software in order to do it. AutoCAD is minimum. But at my school, they took a chance on me and they hired me at the end of my sophomore year, and then they taught me AutoCAD, which was amazing, and it's really going to help me this next year at school. And then they also we don't have to render really much at our work. At least my project manager hasn't had me render anything. But while you're here, if you made it this far, give this video a like, because I'm trying. Okay, so my internship, that's what I was gonna say. So student intern, blah, 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 blah. We start at 7:30 in the morning, and then we go to 5 every day, except for Friday. We get off at 2:30, which is really, really nice to get off early before traffic. Student internships vary, honestly, a lot based on which firm you're at. With my firm, it's a small firm because it's just for the university, and it's not even for like every building. So we do everything from purchasing, invoices, schematic, initial meeting with the client, working on CAD drawings for everything for the project, ordering furniture, literally everything. That's not really typical, but it's really good experience. Well, some of my friends work at bigger firms. Like my friend at Corgan last night I was just talking to, she's at a firm that has like more of a reputation, just because it's Corgan, but she works just on the furniture team. So she was like, just furniture. My job is in education, obviously, but it's not even just like what you would get at a firm who does education. It's like just very specific. That's all I can think to say right now. I really need to head out the door. I average about like 37.5 hours a week during the summer, but everything is good. Internship good, life good. Buying a new highlighter. This is the fit. Okay, so when I'm out on your field verification, what you do is you print plans of the room, and then you try and figure out data, lights, floor, ceiling, dimensions, everything like that. But right now I'm doing data, so I'll show you what it looks like. It looks like this. So, for example, on this wall there's data, voice, I think it's a blank, and then a quad. So everybody has different like symbols for that, but you do that and then you take like a note. So you have what is actually in the room. Thank you for following along for a week in my life. The more I do these, the more like I'll get like used to recording at work, because obviously the first time you record somewhere it's like, oh my god, kind of like that. Today we did just like some field verification, and I got to take you along. So today we did field verification, which is like pretty typical. It's done during the planning slash, depending on your firm, like schematic phase of the project. You get to measure the room, like I explained earlier, and then I actually got off early today. Normally our firm closes at 2:30 on Fridays, which is actually really nice, but I have a doctor's appointment today, so I actually left at 1:30. It's currently at 2 and I am rushing to Plano to get to this appointment. But thank you so much for following along this week. Hopefully I'll do more of these, and stay tuned next week for first week in my life of school for junior year. It's gonna be super fun. So thanks, bye.